Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the future of the water and wastewater industry and the careers you didn't know about. I'm your host, Dave Kosminski, and we are live on location at the AquaTurf Club for the CWWA CTAWWA Fall Meeting. And with us in the house from CWWA was Megan Demers. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
So you're the lady that's checking everybody in
Yes,
down there?
I am the smile at the front entrance.
You're the eye candy.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what I am.
So tell me how long you've been involved with CWWA?
So I've been involved with them for, I guess at this point, probably 5 years.
I can, all of that, yeah.
Yeah. So I basically take care of all reception needs. So even with cost, Connecticut of small towns, I do their reception as well, and really just whatever they need help with.
Okay, nice. So, and again, the whole premise of the podcast is letting high school seniors and college freshmen know of some of the opportunities that are available within the industry. Connecticut is kind of unique, where CTAWWA deals with more of the nuts and bolts, and CWWA deals with a lot of more of the legislative things.
Yes.
So it's kind of unique, where most sections around the country, AWWA, they kind of do both under one section. So how did you become involved?
So actually, James Berardino, who you spoke with earlier,
Yes.
He is actually my boyfriend.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So I really just kind of stepped in when they needed help, and then Betsy was like, all right, she's official.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sign her up.
Yes.
Fantastic. So what's your career path education-wise?
So I am actually a claims and surveillance investigator.
Ooh.
Yes, with Veracity Research Company. So that
are you a PI?
I am. Yes, I am a PI. So I deal with anything insurance related.
Okay.
So that could be, a slip and fall at work, workers' compensation, or even just a fall at Walmart.
Okay.
We have Walmart as one of our clients, so I do have a lot of Walmart claims as well. I'm basically the one that sits outside people's houses
and say, okay, you're out on workman's comp. What are you doing sawing wood?
Exactly. And I get video of that, and that goes to the insurance companies, and they do what they need.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I imagine from a legal standpoint, you get to deal with a lot of lawyers.
I do. I don't typically speak with them. I like to say I'm more so the insurance company's busybody that goes around and does what they need. So basically, if it's just a plain basic claims case, sometimes I'll go and take an interview.
Okay.
Or I will take photos of a scene. Whatever they don't want to come out to Connecticut to do, I will take care of for them.
So typically, it would be like an accident scene. Is that what typically?
Correct. Yes. So if there's an accident scene and it's between a specific time, and they want to see, if it's sunset or sunrise and the sun is hitting people in the eyes just a specific way at a certain time, that could be a explanation for an accident.
Okay.
So whatever information or whatever that they need to kind of collect and go on forth with the claim.
Okay.
I would basically take care of. And if they have questions and see a lot of red flags with someone, then that's when I would go out and stake their house.
Let's call Megan in. That's calling the big guns.
Yes, I'm the big guns of Connecticut insurance.
So is there one specific insurance company that you deal with? Or
No, quite a few actually. We just merged with another company. So we take care of a lot of Travelers is a big one.
Okay.
And then we'll do, like I said, Walmart. They are one of our clients that's not an insurance company. So it's really just any kind of injury claim that our company is under.
So, what types of, you mentioned Walmart, what types of claims typically that they have to deal with?
A lot of the time it's workers' compensation.
Oh, really?
Yes. A lot of the times with red flagging in insurance companies, it'll kind of steer closer to workers' compensation that they look closer at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just up to them, and I'm just the busybody.
Okay. So now, if somebody, I go to Walmart and I slip on a slippery floor or something like that, then I decide to sue, and then of course that what do you do there?
So for that, I would probably just get your case number and your residence.
Okay.
And they'd be like, hey, we're unsure of this claim. We think it could be false. And so I'd go to your house, I'd sit out there, and I'd follow you for a day.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
the entire day, sometimes a few days.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's really just trying to see if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Well, I guess you get the situation. I went out and I fall in the parking lot, or I went out and somebody what do they do when you have carriages knock into your car? I mean, most of the time they have a disclaimer there.
They do. I'm not sure on the carriages, but if a carriage went into a person, yeah, probably
Okay.
I would take care of that.
Yeah.
So it's only if there is an actual injury to a person that they're claiming that I'd actually go out and stake them out.
Okay, there you go. So getting back to CWWA and cost,
Yes.
how many events do you normally do with them in a year?
Probably, I'd say 3 to 4. It depends on the year. So we have the fall conference, of course.
Yeah.
And then yesterday we had kind of an overall meeting with all of the vendors. Same thing as today. And that was yesterday. And then we have another one coming up. January, I believe, is another one.
Yeah, I think that February, I think it was his ATCAV,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. And yeah, I'll be there.
There you go. Signing them in. Okay.
Yes.
Now, a lot of times, especially you get to, unfortunately, I don't have to worry about that anymore, but I don't have to get CEUs like I used to now that I'm retired. But, you have to keep track of those and so forth and sign out people that require to get their continuing education units.
Yes, I actually just finished writing all those names and confirming them and checking off the list that everyone signed in this morning. So I just took care of all of that, made sure it's all organized for them to pick up their slips at the end of the conference.
You got to have, we go for our recertifications and so forth. You got to have those slips.
You do, and it's important. I mean, today there's so much information coming out.
Well, especially I was talking with James earlier prior to you, and from a regulatory standpoint, there's always new regulations coming down the pike.
Oh, so many.
Lead and copper. You've got PFAS. You've got Now, do you get familiarized with a lot of the regulatory issues, PFAS?
I try to.
Okay.
I definitely hear a lot about it at home.
Okay.
So having James at home, he's a talker. So
oh yes,
I definitely hear a lot at home, and definitely PFAS is the biggest one right now that they're kind of keeping an eye on. But in terms of anything kind of legislative, I take a step back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know James is a lobbyist. You're not.
No,
okay.
I am not a lobbyist.
So
no.
you don't frequent the state capitol and all.
No. Sometimes I will go up. Like I said, if they need help, I'm there for them.
I see.
So I've done a few stand-ins for people who needed to, be up at court and give their
deposition.
Yes, deposition. Thank you. And I'm the standing in person.
Okay. Well, that's
so
good.
Typically I am just the smile that they stick
face.
somewhere. Yes.
There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Well, my alter ego, I don't know if James saw, but I also, my degree is actually in music. I'm a music teacher by trade, but I've been involved in the water industry for 50 years. But anyway, I do own a music store, so I have a couple musical questions I'm going to lay on you.
Absolutely.
So do you remember the first concert you ever went to?
Yes. It was actually Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, that was, oh, wow. That's a throwback. That was probably 29 now. It was probably 16, 17 when I went to that concert. Yeah, that's a throwback. I wasn't ready for that.
Okay.
That was a great concert.
So your educational path, what was your educational path going through high school and getting into college?
I graduated from the University of New Haven.
Okay.
Decorated bachelor. And I kind of just stumbled upon the private investigator field going on.
Well, Henry Lee was big in University of
Yes, he has his own kind of class that he does, although unfortunately he's typically not there. He's typically out doing cases.
Yeah.
So when I tried to get a class with him, which is possible, they said it was already full.
I can imagine.
It was about a 3-year wait list just to get a class with him.
Wow. I can remember I used to do a TV show when I was involved with the town. It used to be Portland on the Move.
Oh.
Okay, and it was at the local Comcast studio. But I had Dr. Henry Lee on, okay?
Oh, wow.
My niece's husband, okay, is actually the Dr. Henry Lee in Massachusetts, Dr. Carl Solofka. So I had these two forensic scientists and so forth. So, and of course, when we were doing a show, I would involve, I had my town tech students, which I would kind of, they would ask a lot of questions and so forth. So, one of the questions, of course, you had to have an OJ question.
Oh, of course. Henry, you cannot miss that opportunity.
Here's Dr. Henry Lee. Oh, the evidence. The evidence,
How do you feel about it?
The white Bronco. Whatever. But that was interesting. That was a great show, but he was just so cordial, just so, of course I had it in because he knew, my nephew.
Yeah.
And so forth, but it was very nice. But so you graduated there. Now, what's your degree in there?
Criminal justice.
Criminal justice.
Yes.
Well, of course.
Yes.
Naturally. So.
With a minor in corrections.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You ever have any aspirations of being a CO?
I still do, actually. I had an injury to my shoulder my senior year in high school, unfortunately, softball. And I really had difficulty getting into the physical fitness part of it. So I went the other route, and now I just sit in my car.
There you go. Why not? Now, do you have, obviously you have cameras with,
yes,
with the long distance telephoto lens?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. You can figure out how many hairs are on your head.
Oh, yeah. Zoom right in.
And so, yeah, lenses aren't cheap these days.
They are not. Thankfully, my company takes care of that.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. My VRC definitely is a great company if anyone is ever looking for a criminal justice career. A lot of growth in that field as well. Like I said, I do surveillance, but I also do claims with them. And yeah, it's just a great company. Very interesting.
Now, are you a Nikon or a Canon person?
So they actually, I like Canon. I am a Canon person, but they have me on a Panasonic right now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
They just switched it over. They're trying new models to see what works in the field.
Okay.
Because, we'll have a start time of 6 a.m.
Okay.
And it's pitch black out.
Okay.
Hard to get video in that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're experimenting with different kinds of cameras and seeing what'll kind of zoom in better, what captures more.
Okay.
So
now, do you find that with the video, are you basically shooting the video on a DSLR?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have the video cameras.
So I do. But I have it all connected. I have a whole setup in my car.
Okay.
Tinted out car.
Nice.
Nice little layout in the back where I have my snacks, my extra waters.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a nice little setup in there. My laptop, all the equipment.
Your woman cave.
Yes, it is exactly that.
Nice. Well, that's great. This is a whole new perspective.
Yes.
We're kind of delving into here on the podcast. So it's applicable.
It's definitely a career people don't know about.
Well, and like I tell people, when I started this podcast, the careers in the water and wastewater industry, the umbrella is just so large.
Oh yes.
There's so much that falls under that umbrella, whether it's legal, whether it's, environmental, whether it's operational, whether, surveillance. Okay,
Absolutely.
as far as it was
A lot of the members that have come in, I'll tell them, yeah, I'm a PI, and they actually ask for my contact information so that they can contact me if their company needs me. So it's been interesting. Yeah, definitely a big umbrella for this position.
And and the nice thing I tell everybody, all my students that are going through ASH, is the careers in this industry, okay, aren't something that you can outsource. Okay, you need boots on the ground.
Yes.
You need people that fixes the leaks, put the pipe in the ground, read the water meters. Okay. In your case, go out and do the surveillance or whatever. You get to a situation. It's not something that you can outsource across the pond.
No.
Yeah, you gotta have the boots on the ground,
You do.
And it's secure, and it's pretty well paid.
Yeah, I can't complain.
You can make a decent living, and which is what it's all about these days.
Absolutely.
As far as that goes. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of the Future of the Water Wastewater Industry and the Careers You Didn't Know About. Ms. Megan Demers is in the house, okay, representing COST and CWWA. But your other alter is via
PI for Veracity Research Company.
All right, PI. I just like PI.
Yes. I'm going to have to give you my card after this.
Yes, you do. Okay. And that is all. Thanks, Megan.
Thank you.